Guys, welcome to another video of my channel, and yeah, we're just going to take you through my productive morning. And obviously as an entrepreneur you spend different days, different style, but this is the morning style that I prefer to do every day. I wish I could stick to it, but yeah, I'm going to take you through my daily routine of having a coffee, going and seeing my coach, asking him how bad of a client I am. But yeah, let's start the day. And I want to show you this actually. So let's turn around and show this. So every morning I have to sit down and do a code. And half the time I miss it and it does, oh, today it's done it. And my car's turned on. So actually, if I don't get that code right, obviously the car doesn't turn on. And sometimes I could be here like 10 minutes trying to put the same code in. Ivan's behind the camera today, haven't you, Ivan? What's going on? So let's go. Well, next stop is the coffee shop. As always, now Ivan has the joy of being the passenger, aren't you, Ivan?
Passenger, please.
Chauffeur, oh yes, all of those. But we're just going to go through this lovely drive, which is basically called Camford Cliff, and some of the lovely houses, Ivan, in a minute. We've just come down to my favourite coffee shop in the morning, so I get a coffee before I go to the gym. So yeah, let me show you. The coffee beans is like amazing. And somehow over the last few years I just know what tastes better and doesn't, but I guess everyone's got their own preference. But let's go in. Look at this, the morning coffee. So guys, Ounce in Westbourne is, yeah, I've got Ivan a caramel latte, haven't I, Ivan?
Yep.
So we've got the nice good. Now we're gonna go to the gym. We're running a little bit late, so Joe's probably gonna think you're never late. So Ivan, I blame it to you.
I'm always late.
Let's go. So guys, generally after I get my coffee, I'm panicking as an entrepreneur, and this is my honest thing every single day. It's nearly 7:40, so I think about my team, because obviously half my team start at 8 o'clock, some starts at 9, and I'm constantly thinking about, okay, well, I know that it's important for me. I need to go and train, I need to be fresh, but also on the back of my mind, I'm constantly thinking about looking at my phone, and I'm worried if I've missed anything, or maybe I haven't replied to a client. And yeah, when you're running a big company with a lot of people, with a lot of clients, it genuinely becomes like a scarcity of, is this the right thing I'm doing every morning? Does my business need more? And hopefully like Joe, so we're going to introduce you to my PT, my coach today. I've been training him for the last 2 years. I never knew how to pick weights, when I first came up. So he introduced me to strengthening, obviously just lifting right with right techniques and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited, but Joe will probably tell you, and I'm going to tell you now, how bad of a client I am, or not an ideal client. There's some really good days and weeks with me, and there's some really bad. So look, let's have some fun. I'm going to show you more about his mindset around entrepreneurs being trained. So look, if you are, and I'm hoping like you watch this video because you're interested in either knowing how an entrepreneur should run, like, you know, part of their life, not necessarily mine's the better, but I can only share you what happens when you get to this position where obviously money as well, like doing a PT 3 times a week costs a lot of money, right? And that's like 12 sessions a month, and sometimes even more. But you know, you've got to understand why business is just a vehicle to get you certain things in life. And yeah, let's go in, let's have some fun. Let's ask Joe some really good questions. I think Ivan's ready for that, aren't you, Ivan?
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. So we are now in Bournemouth. I don't know if you guys know where Bournemouth is, but yeah, it's right now the best time to be around because the weather is nice. We've got some lovely beaches around here. But yeah, every time I come here, I always look at this, right? So you'll see in a minute, there's a hotel. So that's Hampton and that's like basically Hilton. And I found out that even here on the top, they've got 3 penthouse apartments. So a hotel actually is being creative and selling their like top half penthouse as an apartment, which has got like the most amazing view of Bournemouth. And you know, for me, that's what real estate's all about. When I'm walking down and I'm looking at many things, like my mind's constantly working. But hope you guys see this, that like when you're, again, the morning, this is why I want to show the morning of an entrepreneur. You're constantly thinking, you're constantly like having fun, you're constantly saying, is that going to work, or who's done what? And yeah, by the time I get to the gym, I get tired anyway because I'm constantly thinking. So, but yeah, it is the fun part of it. So now we're going to get into the gym and let's do some nice sessions. So we have just arrived to the club and look, Joe's there. My coach is waiting outside. Depending on what mood he's in, it could be a very interesting day. Oh no. Yeah, so this is the legend of Bournemouth. You've got to film the legend of Bournemouth here. Yes. Hello, Joe. How you doing, brother? Yeah, you good? This is Ivan.
Ivan, nice to meet you. You okay?
Yeah. Now we're gonna film today, aren't we,
we're gonna
brother?
film, are we, yeah?
Yes, we are.
I forgot about that.
Yes, you did. Well, I did tell you we're gonna film.
I even phone call my bike.
You're gonna get all the viewers
Well, I've had to go,
what they want.
Yeah, I got what's that?
You're gonna give them.
What, a beast in a view? Is that
No,
what
no,
you
no.
want?
You're gonna train them
They
and
want you
not.
crawling.
No. They want the knowledge. So, we've arrived to 3F. Down there, you can see. Now, I must say, when I first came to this gym, it's not my thing to do with all of this around. So, I'm sure people watching will know how they feel about going into gyms like this. Having Joe coach me is probably the best thing I've invested in as an entrepreneur. So, yeah, let's have a look around. Let me show you around while he comes down. Yeah, so it's a very nice lifting gym. I spend a lot of time with Joe doing this in the morning, but yeah. So Joe, I want to ask you one thing. How was it when I first started about 2 years ago with you?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
You've increased a lot in strength.
Yeah.
A lot of resistance at
Just
the start.
make fun of me.
Nah, I can't do that.
To do it. What did I say when I came in with the weights?
Well, every weight that you wanted to pick up, I put down.
Yeah.
Starting
True.
on the bottom rack.
We did. Yeah.
Trying to bench press 2 kilos.
6 kilos.
Quickly took them out of your hands
And said it wasn't. Yeah.
You were ready to learn. You were ready to listen. And
Yeah.
Your strength has increased tenfold. Mindset's increased tenfold.
100%.
It's all coming together.
It is, but
We'll have the finished article ready for you in 6 months' time.
oh, not sure about that. Yes.
Going back to where Piers started, just for context, when Piers first started, he would have had this clip out. He would have just been doing nothing.
Yeah.
And it would have been a struggle for me to convince Piers that he could at least do that.
It's true though.
But now where the training side of things for Piers when we're in the gym isn't the issue now.
No.
Piers is ready to listen and learn, and he is getting stronger all the time.
And I'm doing 60. But let me put this up.
Go
So
on.
I come in here, moan with Joe about work. I do. Yeah, I 100% do.
All the time.
Not all the time, but what I'm saying is like it spends a lot of time in my mind that I've always got work. I'm constantly sometimes checking phone, which for him isn't right. You know, if you're hiring a PT, he wants you to be dedicated to do what you're doing in that hour. It doesn't happen. And thirdly, sometimes my food isn't right. And Joe's going to talk about some food for you guys and actually how you can become more consistent, aren't you, in a minute? That will be it. See, I told you. That's the face Joe gives you when you just need to sort your food out. But in a minute. Right, let's go through it.
Good session.
Yeah, an hour later.
Ivan, nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thanks, Joe. Pleasure, as always. Appreciate you.
Thank you, my brother.
Well done with the food. And, you know.
Right, finished a nice session with Joe. But this is what I generally do. So as I walk this street, I always call my mum. So it's 9 o'clock and she generally waits for my call. Oh, actually 8 o'clock, I've got a missed call from mum. So I'm gonna call her now. And we generally have a lovely chat in the morning. Mum? Hello?
Good morning, Sunny.
Oh,
Good morning, Sunny.
good morning. के हुँदैछ? Busy हो? म जिम सक्यो युजुअल अब म फर्किँदैछु है ल अनि त्यसो भए Cool, so that was my mum and my sister. Now I'm going to call my dad. So generally this like 2 minutes walk to the actual car park ends up having basically a phone conversation with everyone at home, check in as always, which is what I like to do. Dad's not picking up the phone, so we'll find out in a minute. Oh, Baba? Oh, morning. के हुँदैछ? Breakfast भयो?